Yo, Tester, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Just trying to hear myself. Just trying to hear myself.
Tester, 1 2
All
1
right,
2.
cool. Yo, what's good, fellas? First of all, the AGS that we just had, I don't know what Madden did. They whatever update they had going on, whatever they did, basically it ruined the franchise. We in the playoffs and we can't even get in. It freezes, so it's looking like a wrap for the other AGS. So, few people, including myself, didn't really want it to end because they liked their team from the moves they made, which I understand. So, it wasn't on me. So I had to do the next best thing, and that was to start a new fresh one with updated rosters. And even though I didn't want the other one to end like that, I must say I'm pretty excited, to play with these new rosters and all the moves that were made. Now, as we all know, there's been a lot of trades that went down in NFL this season before the trade deadline. Miami Dolphins, Marzelli, you got the Dolphins, so you will be compensated for all the picks you're supposed to get. Now, I do see they already gave you an extra second round, but I already know Miami got a couple of first round picks, so I'm going to go to the transactions and I'm going to see the teams that Miami made the trade with, and I'm going to make sure you get your picks that you're supposed to have going into the draft. Along with the Jags. The Jags got rid of Jalen Ramsey. They supposed to get 2 first-round picks from the Rams, and I think a 4th from the Rams. So you will be compensated for that trade as well. You will get your draft picks, for that. The bottom teams, I said, certain bottom teams, the bottom teams get an X Factor, a superstar, and a star development. And those teams are the Bengals. The Bengals get I'm going over the teams right now who's supposed to get an X Factor, a superstar, and a star. So you got the Bengals, the Bucks, the Cardinals, Dolphins, Giants, Jets. Who else? Am I missing anybody else? The Raiders. Redskins. And I think that's it. Those teams I just said, you guys get X Factor, Superstar, and Star. Now these teams get Superstar and Star. They don't get an X Factor, but they get Superstar and Star. And that is Titans, let me see who else. I know it's a few. Lions. I'm on the fence. With the Jags. Probably not the Jags. I'm on the fence with them. I'll probably do the Jags too because they ain't got no quarterback or nothing. See, my main thing is I just want the league to be competitive. You know what I mean? We all see that no matter when you start a league, there's always going to be certain teams that nobody want to take. So I'm trying to change that and say, you know what? It's not the end of the world that you have these teams. Just because you got this team don't mean you ain't got no hope. I want to give guys hope and reason to want to compete. And I feel like giving these certain teams upgrades, is a big way to help out. And the other team, as far as get a superstar and star, will be Broncos, and that's it. That's that for that. Like I said, I just went over the list of teams who get an X Factor, superstar, and star trait, and then I went over the list of teams who get superstar and star. Um, I mentioned in the chat earlier about trades and everything. See, my thing is, I'm gonna tell you what I was getting ready to do. I was getting ready to say 3 trade limit in the season. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say you're only allowed to make 3 trades per season, only because I don't want guys dismantling their teams, and it's like, should they get booted or should they leave, it's hard to pick somebody to take over that team. But I decided not to, because I really don't like having restrictions on letting guys GM the team they want. The only thing I'm just gonna look after is make sure ain't no bogus trade. Like, I'm not gonna let certain trades go down. I've been saying this for a while, and y'all already know I really don't veto no trades unless it's absolutely makes no sense in the world. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna let nobody trade Patrick Mahomes for a first and a second. Nah, we already know ain't nobody making no trade like that. If you want to get Mahomes, you're gonna have to dig deep into getting Mahomes. So that's all. I mean, let's be honest. Even in real life, all trades is not equal. There's always a winner and a loser. I'm just trying to protect my league and make sure we just don't have a big loser. You know what I mean? That's all it is. But I'm not going to critique every trade unless it's certain. Most trades is 60-40. That's just the way it go. I'm not going to let trades be 90-10. That's all that means. So no, I'm not going to have restrictions on how many trades you make. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at the trades that's made. I advise you guys to post. I advise you guys to post the trades in the chat, because when I go check transactions, if it's a bogus trade that went something like 90-10, I'm going to tell you the trade got to go back. I don't want to hear nothing about no cap penalty, none of that. That's on you. All trades must be posted in the chat. Simple as that. Because if I go and see a trade made and transactions that made no sense whatsoever, the trade going to have to go back. And you're not going to be happy with that. So, and again, make sure you manage your team wisely. Make sure you pay attention to your cap penalties. Don't be cutting everybody and then talk about at the end of the season or the season after, your cap penalties is tremendous. I'm not clearing no caps. The only people I'm clearing caps for is if you get booted and somebody come take over your team and they got to take over a mess. But as far as everybody starting out fresh, that plans on playing, you're not getting no cap cleared for you. So pay attention to the guys you trade. Pay attention to them penalties. Y'all already know in this, man, the one thing I do like about this, Madden, opposed to the rest of them, is that when you gotta sign guys back, some guys asking for hella bread, which means that it's hard to get a team where you got superstars at every position. Even if you do, you're probably gonna have it for like one season, because after a while, once you gotta pay a quarterback or another key position, they're asking for hella money, which means you gotta make decisions on deciding who you want to let go. So I do love that about the way they got this free agency and re-signing everything going. So I advise you guys to pay attention to that cap penalty, because trust me, it's going to come back and it's going to get you. You know what I mean? It's going to get you. I'm not clearing no caps. Again, I'm not clearing no caps. Pay attention to your cap penalties. You guys love trading. I don't knock you, but I'm just saying, as fast as you trade, as fast you better pay attention to that cap penalty. Otherwise, you're going to be screwed. What else I want to touch on? League will officially start tomorrow. The league is open now. You guys can make trades. You can cut guys from your roster. You can do whatever you want to do. But again, if you make trades, make sure the trades is posted, because if I go back and see a bogus trade, the trade going back. But the league would officially start tomorrow. I would say about 7 Eastern. No, I even do 8 Eastern. I don't know. I gotta talk to the other commish. I gotta talk to the co-commish because I gotta make sure he's home. But it's between 7 and 8 when free agency gonna open up. And again, I already know everybody's not gonna be able to be on at that time, so we're gonna do the usual. You're only allowed to get 2 free agents, 1 offense, 1 defense. Once the season officially starts, you can go back and grab who you want. Now, as far as the players that's retired, Antonio Brown and Andrew Luck, I'm gonna lower their ratings, so you guys ain't gonna want to even touch them. So those 2 that you see up there, don't even pay them no mind. Josh Gordon is on the Seahawks. I forgot who got the Seahawks, so whoever got the Seahawks, you make sure you sign Josh Gordon. Can't think who got the Seahawks off the top of my head, but you know, Josh Gordon is definitely on the Seahawks. I know that. And other than that, you know, everybody else is fair game. But again, you're only allowed to get 1 offensive player, 1 defensive player. Once the season officially starts, once you get into week 1, you can go back and grab who you want to grab. Again, Antonio Brown, Andrew Luck will be, their numbers will be lowered. You guys ain't gonna want to bother with them. Man, I'm saying that. Let me just go see if they even still have Ryan Shazier on the Steelers. Because if he's on the Steelers, he's another one that's going to be lowered. That doesn't play anymore. And if I'm missing anybody, please let me know. And I'll definitely lower them guys' overalls and numbers as well, to where that they won't be in the game. Yeah, Ryan Shazier is still in the game for some reason. I don't know why Madden keep putting Shazier in the game, but I'm sorry, Steelers. Whoever got the Steelers, I'm sorry, but Shazier numbers will be taken down to like his speed gonna be like an 8. Everything gonna be turned down. You know, everything gonna be turned down. So you're gonna just end up cutting Shazier because he's not in the league. So he's gonna be taken care of as well. I don't know why Madden still got Shazier in the game, but they do. What else I want to touch on? Rules will be modified. You know, rules will be modified. Pretty much the same rules. It just might be a few taken out that I don't probably need up there, and it might be a few added that I may need to put up there. But for the most part, rules are still the same. The one thing I will put emphasis on is mixing up your play calling. Mix up your plays, mix up your plays, mix up your plays. I don't want to see guys picking the same play 3 times in a row. You know, it will be a rule on that. Offensive, defense. No picking the same play 3 times in a row. You know, just mix it up, man. There's 1,000 plays on here. Like, it should be a lot of things you should call. I'm not saying you got to call something different every play, but I don't want to see you picking the same play, offensive, defense, first, second, third, and even 4th down if the person decides to, if they can go for it. So rules will be modified. There's not going to be no big changes in that. Unless there's something really big that I'm missing, it will be added. But other than that, everything's pretty much going to be the same. The incentives. I touched on that earlier. Let me touch on that again. If the highest incentive you can get is if you play all 16 games. What the incentive will be, I don't know just yet. I'm going to discuss it with the co-commish. But you will also, if you play 13 games or more, you will get an incentive after the season. But if you play all 16 games, you will get something higher. That's just something that I'm doing for guys that's active. You will be rewarded for being active, but you got to play at least 13 in your games out of 16. And if you happen to play all 16, you'll be compensated, you know, to the highest extent. Top 3 offensive and top 3 defensive teams will be compensated. You know, I'll take care of you in that route as well. I'm going to talk that over with the co-commissioners, decide what we're going to do with that. So, you know, we're just trying to add extra incentives to the league, you know, for different things. I would do something for MVP, but to be honest, there's really no need to, because if you win MVP, you end up getting a bunch of XPs and things like that anyway. So There's no need for me to add on to that. But if you get offensive, but even if you're the number one ranked defense, the game doesn't reward you with anything, at least that I know of. I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But like I said again, top 3 offensive and top 3 defensive teams will be compensated, and people that's active will be compensated. I might be missing something else. Not too sure what just yet, but I'm just trying to go over a couple of things while I'm live, and I'll put stuff in the chat anyway. But I'm just trying to go over some things or whatever being that I'm on. I sent out invites to all those that DM me their PSN. So far that's a total of it's still 18 pending, but it's still some more that I sent out. So when you get a chance, just join in, because tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow the season gonna start where you get them 2 free agents, and if you miss out on them free agents signing, that's on you. I'm not pushing no extra day back just to let guys get 2 free agents. There's really nobody in free agency like that. It's only a couple of guys in there, but for the most part, man, we already know what's what. You look at your teams, see what you got going on, and that's that. For the guys that's supposed to get taken care of with the X Factors and Superstar, make sure you let me know who you want before the season start. Make sure you DM me. Don't put it in the chat. DM me. I got a lot of things going on, period. Just trying to keep up with these leagues, and a lot of things just going on, period. So I might forget. If I forget, it was nothing intentional. It's just that, I'm trying to do 1,000 things, at the same time. So just DM me. I've got a better shot on. I will see it if you DM me. Put it in the chat, trust me. And before so many messages come along, then I gotta go back and scroll. Help me out. Help me help you. You want them X Factors and Superstar and Stars? DM me who you want. I'll take care of you. You guys see I'm on now. So if I were you guys that's supposed to get them traits, if I were you, I would DM me now while I'm on the game, so I could take care of it now. But if not, I understand. Everybody got different things going on, but I'm just letting you know. DM me who you want, and man, let's just have fun. I'm looking to go for a while, so I know sometimes dudes ask me how many seasons we going. I'm just trying to rock out. I ain't gonna put a number on it, but trust me, it's not gonna be no 3 seasons, no 4 seasons, nothing like that. We're gonna rock. I'm gonna rock until it's really time for a reboot. But we're gonna rock out. We're gonna have fun. We got updated rosters, so that brings another excitement to it. And I'm trying to get back to these live predictions every week like I once did. I'm gonna try to get back to these 6 for 6 like I did before with the spreads and everything. Just try to bring different things to the league to keep guys, got things going on off the field as well as on the field. I'm trying to have y'all doing things more than just play. I'm trying to help y'all out as far as getting incentives and things like that. So it's all in fun and games or whatever. And like I said, tonight you can make trades, do what you want to do. Just don't make no stupid trades, because if I see a dumb trade go down, it will be going back. So I will post every trade in the chat if I were you. But of course, on top of me saying that, I already know there's going to be guys that's going to make trades anyway that's not going to post it. And if I had to bet, I would bet that it's going to be some trades that I'm going to end up looking at that I'm going to have to veto, because guys going to try to get slick. That's just the nature of the game. That's just how it goes. That's every league. Ain't no need to get mad over it. It's just see it, address it, keep it moving. That's it. But until then, I'll holla at y'all week 1 of the regular season. I'm Ghost.